Next topic from the dynamic programming concept, that is the optimal binary search tree. Okay. Before getting into the optimal binary search tree, so you people should know what is the binary tree and what is the binary search tree. Okay. So binary tree is nothing but the each and every node that contains 0, 1 or maximum 2 child. That is the binary tree. In the binary search tree, the condition is the tree is like that only. The each and every node has 0, 1 or maximum 2 nodes. But when we are entering the values, so the root node we are having some value. So the left of the root node is having the lesser value and the right of the root node is having the greater value or equal value. Okay. So that will be applicable for each and every node in the tree. That is the binary search tree. Okay. So for example, if you are given some set of values, okay, so for that set of values, if they ask you to construct the binary search tree, so we may have any number of binary search tree. Okay, we are not having only one binary search tree. So using the value, so we can construct any number of binary search tree. Okay, so out of the binary search tree, so we have to identify which will be the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So when we will say it is the optimal binary search tree means, so it has to take less amount of time for searching the particular element. Then we can say that will be the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So if you are having any number of binary trees, so all it will be the feasible solution. Okay. So the solution will be correct. So optimal is nothing but, so the time it's taken to reduce. Okay. So that will be the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So now we will get into the optimal binary search tree. So in the optimal binary search tree, here there are two things they are given. So one will be the key they will give, and also they will give the frequency. Okay. So out of this key and frequency, so we have to construct the optimal binary search tree. Okay. The tree organization we have to find out, and then we have to find out the optimal one. So the optimal one that is based upon the frequency. Okay. So the definition for the optimal binary search tree is nothing but, if the keys are given and the frequencies are given, so find out which tree organization will be optimal based on the frequency. Okay. So here the cost of searching is minimum based on the frequency of the search. Okay. So if we want to make the searching in the binary search tree, so the cost we are getting to search, that should be minimum. Okay. So this will be the minimization problem. So this will be the optimization problem. So this will be solved under the dynamic programming concept. Okay. So I given one simple example. Okay. So I have given the four keys, that is A, B, C and D. The key should be arranged in the ascending order to be searched for with the probability 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 and 0.3 respectively. Okay. So if you are having that is four keys. Okay. So there is the 14 possible binary search tree we can construct. Okay. So out of the 14 possible binary search tree, I have given two example trees. Okay. So for example, here we are having that is four trees. So in this way also we can construct the tree. That is the A we are having. So next to B, next to C, next to D. So this is the alphabetical. So we are having in the alphabetical order. A is the first value. So we are given B, C, D. It's all comes after this A. So that will be in the right hand side. Okay. So this is one more way we can construct the tree, binary tree. So if you are given B here means the A will come before B. So it should be in the left hand side. Okay. The C and D will be in the right hand side. So here you see C we are having here and D should be present in the right hand side of the C. But the D should not be in the left hand side of C, because before C we are having B. Okay. So the D will comes after the C. So it should be in the right hand side. Okay. So now for this two trees we can find the average number of comparison. Okay. So here in the optimal binary search tree, so we have to identify the average number of comparisons. So here the average number of comparisons should have the less value. Okay. Then that tree will be the optimal binary search tree. Okay, so now here you consider the average number of comparison. So for each and every key we are given the probability. Okay, and then we have to consider with each and every level. Okay, so here that is the A, that is the first element, the probability will be 0.1. So 0.1 into 2. Okay, so now B will be the second 0.2. So it should be in the second level. Okay, so 0.2 into 2. So it's 3. C, we are having 0.4. So 0.4 into 3. For D, we are having 0.3. So 0.3 into 4. That is the fourth level. Okay. So after calculating this, we are getting the value 2.9. Okay. So when it comes to this tree, so here this will be in the first level. So here A and C both are in the second level and D will be in the third level. Okay. So now if you consider this A, for this A, the probability will be 0.1. So the level it should be in the second level. So 0.1 into 2 plus B, the probability will be 0.2 and the level will be in the first level. So 0.2 into 1. Okay. So plus 0.4 into 2 and then 0.3 into 3. So we are having this value. Okay. So now out of the 14 trees, I given only 2 trees. So in this 2 trees, we are having the value 2.9 and then 2.1. So here the 2.9 and 2.1 will be the average number of comparisons in a successful search. Okay. But here in this example, so this is not the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So I will show the optimal binary search tree. So I will take the same example and I'll solve using the algorithm. Okay. So this too is not the optimal binary search. Still we are having some lesser values. Okay. So the above 2 trees is not optimal. Okay. So then find the optimal tree by generating all 14 binary search tree with this key. Okay. So if you want to find the optimal, so what we have to do? So we have to construct all the 14 binary search tree and then we have to check which one will be the optimal. Okay. Either this is possible if you are given only 4 keys. If using 4 keys, we are having that is 14 binary search trees. Okay. So I'll tell you the formula. Okay, if you are given the number of keys, how many possible binary search tree we can able to construct them. Okay. So if you want to construct all the possibility means, so that technique will be the exhaustive search approach we are using. Okay. So here the exhaustive search approach is unrealistic. So we can't prefer this exhaustive search approach. So what you are preferring? So you are using the dynamic programming to get the optimal solution. Okay. So in this dynamic program, we no need to construct all possible binary search tree. Instead of that, so each and every step only we can make it as a optimal binary search tree. Okay. Okay. So now optimal binary search tree. Here A1 to AN, that will be the keys they are given. The key should be ordered from the smallest to the largest. Okay. And P1 to PN be the probability for searching for the keys. Okay. So now we have to identify the average number of comparisons in the search. So this average number of comparisons should be the smallest possible. Okay. So we have to identify the average number of comparisons. Okay. So now this is the formula, that is C of I comma J. Okay. Be the smallest average number of comparisons made in the successful search in a binary search tree. This T will be the tree and then I comma J. Okay. So this will be the first one, this is the last one, made up of the keys AI to AJ. Okay. So whichever the value you are taken. So that IJ should be some integers. It should be in between 1 to N. Okay. The N will be the number of keys. Okay. So now we have to identify that is C of I comma J. Okay. So here you have to derive the recurrence. Okay. So how you will derive the recurrence? So I already told you in the binary search tree, the root has some value. The left side of the root will have the lesser value and the right side of the root will have the lesser or the great equal value. Sorry, greater or the equal value. Okay. So now consider all possible ways to choose the root A of K among the keys AI to AJ. So here that is we are having the keys. So among these keys, we have to identify which will be the root of the binary search tree. Okay. So we have to choose the root that is A of K. So if you identify that A of K, so what is the left part? So the left part will be AI to A K minus 1. Okay. And in the right part, it will be a k plus 1 to a of j. Okay. For such a binary search tree, the root contains key a of k. Okay. The left subtree ti to k minus 1. That contains the key a of I to a of k minus 1. So that should be optimally arranged. Okay. And the right subtree, that should be t of k plus 1 to j, that contains the key a of k plus 1 to a of j. That also should be optimally arranged. Okay. So now I already told you. So we have to count the tree level that starting with the value 1. Okay. To make the comparison number equal to the keys level. So this is the recurrence relation we have obtained. Okay. So here C of I comma j is equal to minimum of I less than or equal to k less than or equal to j. So whatever the k value we are taken, the k value should be between I and j. Okay. And also it will include I and j. Okay. So here three separate part we have to specify. So one will be the root. Okay. And second one will be the left part. That is, we are taken t of I to k minus 1. Okay. So the third part will be in the right hand side, t of k plus 1 to j. Okay. So now you see here, we are having the value from I to k minus 1, and we are having the value for k, and we are having the value for k plus 1 to j. Okay. So now we can minimize this recurrence relation, and then here minimum of I less than or equal to k less than or equal to j. So here that we are having the root. So root we considered first. Okay. So after that what we are doing? So after that we have to consider the left part, and also we have to consider the right part. Okay. So now this is the final formula we are having. So minimum of I less than or equal to k less than or equal to j C of I comma k minus 1. This is the left part. Plus C of k plus 1 comma j. So this is the right part. So here it will not plus, it will be comma. Okay. Next plus sigma s of I to j ps. So ps will be the probability. Okay. So now what you have to do? So this will be plus, because we have to consider minimum that should be considered for the k value I to j. Okay. So now you can remember the formula. It's very easy. The k value should be I to j. Okay. Then c you have to identify now. This is I to k minus 1 and k plus 1 to j. So this will be the probability, that is I to j. Okay. So now, so we are having the recurrence. Here we have to make the initial condition. Okay. So if you want to make the initial condition, so what we have to do? So this is the formula, the same formula I written again. So number of comparisons in the empty tree. Okay. So if it is the empty tree, we can make C of I comma I minus 1 is equal to 0. That should be I is equal to 1 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n plus 1. So I value you have to consider from n plus 1. Okay. So for one node binary search tree containing AI, that is C of I comma I is equal to Pi. Okay. So here what will happen? Suppose if you are taking the I value is 1 means, so 1 to 0, and then 2 to 1, and then 3 to 2. So all value will be 0. That should be, it should be in the main diagonal. So in the diagonal it will be 0. Okay. So we have to consider above the diagonal. So above the diagonal what will come? So it will come the probability what we are given in the problem. Okay. And then we have to compute 1 comma n. That is the average number of comparisons for the successful search in the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So now we have to remember this three formula. Okay. So this will be the initial part, and this is also will be the initialization. Okay. So here that is, we want two tables. One will be the main table and another one will be the root table. Okay. So if you want to construct the binary search tree, so you have to use the root table. Using the root table, we can construct the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So you see here, I given the same example what I given in the beginning. The four keys we are given A, B, C and D. Okay. For this, the probability I given 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 and 0.3. So our goal is to compute 1 comma 4. That is 1 comma n. Okay. So now, so we have to fill the table along its diagonal. Okay, starting with all zeros on the main diagonal and given probability pi, that should be 1 to n, that right above it and moving towards the upper right corner. Okay, I told no. So we have to fill the main diagonal and we have to concentrate above the diagonals. Okay, so next to the main diagonal you have to fill with the probability values. Okay, so one more table you have to specify, that is we have to maintain the another table to get the optimal tree. So that will be starting with the entries, that is the initialization. R of I comma I is equal to I. For I value is equal to 1 to n. Okay. So when the table is filled, its entries indicate indices of the roots of the optimal subtree. So whenever the table, which table, the root table is filled. Okay. So that entries, so that will be indicate to make the root of the optimal subtree. Okay, so which makes it possible to reconstruct an optimal tree for the entire set given. Okay, so if you want to reconstruct the optimal tree, so we have to use the root table. Okay, so that table should be filled up diagonally. Okay, so R of I comma j by k value, which is obtained the minimum one. Okay, okay, so now this is the problem. So I told, that is we are having the three formulas. C of I comma I minus 1 is equal to 0, C of I comma I is equal to Pi, and C of I comma I is equal to minimum of this one. The same formula I written again because it's easy to see that. So C of I comma I minus 1 is equal to 0, C of I comma I is equal to Pi, and C of I comma I is equal to minimum of this one. Okay. So I told that you have to maintain two tables. One will be the main table and another one will be the root table. Okay, so here you see, first we will finish the initialization part. So C of I comma I minus 1. So I value will be starts from 1 to n plus 1. Okay, so n we are given, that is 4 keys. So we have to consider 1 to 5. Okay, so 1 to 0 1, then 2 to 0 1, then 3 to 0, 4 to 0, 5 to 0. So 1 to 0, 2 to 2 to 1, 3 to 2, 4 to 3, 5 to 4. So whatever the I value you are taken, here it will be the minus value. So 1 to 0, 2 to 1, 3 to 2, 4 to 3, and then 5 to 4, the value will be 0. That's in the main diagonal. Okay. So above this main diagonal, that is you have to fill with the probability. That is C of I comma I is equal to Pi. Okay, so first probability will be 1, 2, 4 and then 3. Okay, so now 1 to 1 is 0.1, 2 to 2 is 0.2, 3 to 3 is 0.4 and 4 to 4 is 0.3. Okay, so now we have filled this main diagonal and above the main diagonal. Okay, so now we have to go upper to the main diagonal. So we have to compute 1 comma 2 and then so we have to complete in the diagonal way. So 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3 and then 3 comma 4. Then you have to compute 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. Then you have to complete 1 comma 4. Okay. So each and every time whenever we are completing, so whichever the minimum value we are having, so the corresponding k value has to be specified in the root table. Okay. So now I'll show this 1 comma 2. So if you are taken that is 1 comma 2, so formula will be minimum of, so what is the k value? K value between I to j. So here I value will be 1, j value will be 2. So we are taken the k value, k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2. Okay. So now we take that is I comma k minus 1. So I value will be 1 now. So k minus 1 will be 1 minus 1, it will be 0. Okay. Plus C of k plus 1 comma j. K plus 1, k value will be 1. So 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Okay. So j value, it will be 2. Okay. Plus sigma of S is equal to I to j. So I value will be 1, j value will be 2. So S is equal to 1 to 2 PS. Okay. So when you are taken that is k is equal to 2, again the same thing, C of that is I 1, k minus 1, it will be 2 minus 1, it will be 1, plus C, this will be k plus 1, that is 2 plus 1, it will be 3. So this is the J value will be 2. Okay, plus sigma S is equal to 1 to N PS. Okay, so now you take the value. So what is the value of C of 1 comma 0? So C of 1 comma 0, the value will be 0. C of 2 comma 2, the value will be 0.2. So 0 plus 0.2. Sigma S is equal to 1 to A to PS. So we have to take the probability, the first probability and also the second probability, make the sum. Okay. So first probability will be 0.1, second probability will be 0.2. So now the probability will be 0.3. Okay. So now it will be 0.5. Okay. So same way you can take, that is C of 1 comma 1. C of 1 comma 1, the value will be 0.1. I written 0.1. And C of 3 comma 2. C of 3 comma 2, the value will be 0. So I written as 0. So this will be the same value, that is 0.1 and 0.2, it will be 0.3. Now we add this, we are having 0.4. Okay. So here we have the minimum number of comparison. No? So we have to consider, that is 0.5 and 0.4, because to make the vertices, that is to make form the tree. Okay. So out of the 0.5 and 0.2, 0.4 will be the minimum value. So what is the K, corresponding K value? K value will be 2. Okay. So now C of 1 comma 2 will make the value as 0.4. Okay. And then, so what is the K value we are having? So the K value we are having is 2, that is 1 comma 2. So in this 1 comma 2, we are having the value 2. Okay. So this 1, 2, 3 and 4, this diagonal, no? So this diagonal has to be filled in the initialization part. Okay. So initially I told, no, that is R of I comma I is equal to I. Okay. So using this R of I comma I is equal to I, we have filled the diagonal in the root table. Okay. So now after computing this 1 comma 2, I got the value 2 here. Okay. So now we have to compute, that is 2 comma 3, that is 2 comma 3, and again you have to complete, that is 3 comma 4. Okay. So if you are taking, that is 2 comma 3, again same thing you consider. What is the I value will be 2, J value will be 3. Now K will be between 2 and 3. So we are considering 2 and also we are considering 3. So same formula you apply here. So here you take, so the value we are taken from the table. Okay. So here that is 2 to 3, that is PS you are having. What is the second probability? Second probability is 0.2. Okay. So third probability is 0.4, that you have to consider from the table. So here 0 plus 0.4. So 0.2 plus 0.4, we are having 0.6. We are having the value. So again you compute the value. Okay. So here we are having 0.8. So for C of 2 comma 3, we are having the value 0.8. For that corresponding K value will be 3. Okay. So 2 comma 3, that is 0.8. So 2 comma 3, the root value will be 3. That is the K value will be 3. So if you consider, that is 3 comma 4. So after considering 3 comma 4 also, we are having, this will be minimum 1. Corresponding K value will be 3. So this will be 1. The corresponding K value will be 3. Okay. So same way you have to consider for this diagonal. So one, this is the main diagonal, that is the initialization. This is the also the diagonal, that is we are taken from the probability. So now we consider this diagonal. Okay. So now we have to consider this diagonal. So we have to compute C of 1 comma 3 and C of 2 comma 4. So C of 1 comma 3 and C of 2 comma 4. Okay. So next you have to consider C of 1 comma 4. Okay. So next you have to consider C of 1 comma 4. Okay. So if you are taken, that is C of 1 comma 3. So now you see here. So minimum of I less than or equal to K less than or equal to J. So we have to consider this 1 and also we have to consider this 3, and in between also you have to consider. So now the K value will be K is equal to 1, K is equal to 2 and K is equal to 3. Okay. So now using K is equal to 1, you take this formula. Using K is equal to 2, using K is equal to 3. Okay. So now this value, these two values you have to taken from the table. Now S is equal to 1, 2, 3 PS. So first 3 probability you have to take. So what is the first probability? 0.1. Second probability will be 0.2. Third probability will be 0.4. So we are having 1 plus 2 plus 3, we are having 0.7. Okay. So after finding this value, the minimum will be 1.1. For that, corresponding k value will be 3. Okay, 1.1 corresponding k value will be 3. Okay, so same way you have to identify for 2, 4. So k value you have to taken as 2, 3 and then 4. Here 1.4 and then k value will be 3. So 1.4, the k value will be 3. Okay, so now we have to consider C of 1, 4. So if you are taken C of 1, 4, here the k value will be 1 to 4 you have to consider. So here you have to add all the probability. So 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.4, 0 0.3. So total we are having 1. So now we are having that is 1.7 minimum value. The corresponding k value will be 3. So now 1.7 here, corresponding k value will be 3. Okay. So now you see here, in the beginning I told the same problem. I taken the same problem. I given some 2 tree. Okay, out of the 2 tree, that is we are having the average number of comparisons will be 2.9 and 2.1. Okay, so now you see here, so what is the value we are having? We are having the value 1.7. So this 1.7 is less than the 2.1. Okay, so now this will be the optimal binary search tree. Now using the root table, you have to construct the optimal binary search tree. Okay, so now we will see how we can construct the optimal binary search tree. Okay, the average number of key comparisons is the optimal tree is equal to 1.7, that is C of 1 comma n. Okay, so now how we can construct the tree? Okay, so we have to take that is 1 comma n, that is r of 1 comma 4. So what value we are given r of 1 comma 4? So the r of 1 comma 4 we are given the value that is 3. So now 3 will be the root node. So whatever the data which is present in the node 3, that you can consider as the root node. Okay, so now you see here r of 1 comma 3 is equal to 3. So the root of the optimal tree contains the third key. So the third key will be the C. Okay, so if you are considering the C as the root node, means obviously the AB should be in the left hand side and D should be in the right hand side. Okay, the left subtree is made up of keys A and B, and its right subtree contains just key D. Okay, so now what you have to do here, we are having that is A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2. So now we have to identify that is R of 1 comma 2. So for example, if you are having that is some other value, if you are having in between, means you have to consider that. Okay, so first one you will consider as the first one, and second one you will take it as this one. Okay, so since R of 1 comma 2, A will be in the first position and B will in the second position. So R of 1 comma 2, what value we are having? R of 1 comma 2, we are having the value 2. Okay, so now we are having the value 2, R of 1 comma 2. So what is the root? The root of the optimal tree contains, so out of this A and B, which is the 2, B will be the 2. Now B will be the root of this. Okay, so if we are considering B here, means obviously A will be in the left child. Here we don't have any other keys, so we are having only one key. So you can retain the key there only. Okay, so now C we are having, B we are having, D we are having, and then A we are having. Okay, so all the 4 keys is present here. Now you see that is the binary search tree because C is here. So left part we are having AB, right part we are having D. If you consider this B, left part we are having this A. Okay, so this is the binary tree, that is we are each and every node contains 0, 1 and maximum 2 nodes. And also this is the binary search tree because the left part is lesser than the root node and right part is greater or equal to the root node. So that will be applicable for each and every node in the binary search tree. Okay, and this will be the optimal binary search tree because the average number of comparison is 1.7. Okay, because now we got it. Now already we have 2 binary search tree. So again now we have 1 binary search. Now you compare these 3. So first one we have 2.9, second one we have 2.1, here we have 1.7. Okay, so now if you have any doubts, you can check with the other optimal binary search tree, and then you find the average comparison and check the values. Okay, so if n is the number of elements, okay, so now we have to consider, so how many number of possible binary search tree we can create? Okay, depends upon the data what we are given. Okay, so first here, so n will be the number of elements. Okay, so after giving the number of elements, that is n, So number of possible binary search tree will be 2 n cn divided by n plus 1. So this is the formula, that is the NCR. Okay, n plus 1. Okay. So if n is equal to 2, so what will happen? That is 2 into 2C2 divided by 2 plus 1. Okay. That is 4C2 divided by 2. Here this one we can apply for the NCR formula. So we'll get the value, that is 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So if we are having n is equal to 2 means we'll have two possibilities. For example, if we are taking that is A and B. Okay. So what is the two possibilities we are having? First, you will take the root node as A means the B should be in the right hand side. So that is one possibility. Suppose if you are taking B is the root node means the left side will be the A. So that is the second possibility. Only two possibilities we are having. Okay. So if n is equal to 2 means we are having two possibility. If n is equal to 3 means we are having 5 possibility. If n is equal to 4 means we are having 14 possibility. Okay. So what problem I have taken here? Here this will be n is equal to 4. So we are having 14 possible binary search tree. Okay. So out of the 14, we are given 3 optimal binary search tree. So now we are conclude that this will be the optimal binary search tree. Okay. So now we'll come to the algorithm. Okay. So in the algorithm, what we have done? So we are initialized, that is the C of I comma I minus 1 is equal to 0. This is for the main diagonal. Okay. To n value, 1 to n. So this will be for the diagonal above the main diagonal. We are given all the probability. So now this will be the root table, the diagonal. That is I comma I is equal to I. That is 1 comma 1, 2, 1 comma 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4. We are having the value I. So here that is n plus 1 comma n is equal to 0. So why we are given that is n plus 1 comma n is equal to 0? Here we are considering 1 to n. Okay, so that will be 1 to n we are having. So n plus 1 comma n means that last row we are having. That is in the main table, that is n plus 1 comma n. That is 5 comma 4. Okay, because the 5 comma 4, that is we have to consider here. When you have the k plus 1, no, the k value if you are taken as 4, when you taking k plus 1, it will be 5. Okay, so you have to make that is n plus 1 comma n is equal to 0. Okay, so this part is for the initialization part. Okay, so now we get into this. So what is the d value? D value will be 1 to n minus 1. Okay, so we have to consider 1 to 3. And then for I is equal to 1 to n minus d. So what is the n value? So n value will be 4. 4 minus what is the d value we are taken here, that you have to take up. So now j value is equal to I plus d. Okay. So now using this, initially you make the minimum value is infinity. Okay. So now k value, that is I to j. That's the formula we are given. No? So the k value should be I to j. So we have to make this formula. That's the minimum value we have to check up. So if there is any changes here, means then we have to make it as the minimum value. Then k min is equal to k. So here that is we have to consider the k value. Okay, so whatever the k value we are having here in the min value, so that k value you have to make it in a separate variable, that is k min. Okay, so that k value you have to take it for the root table. So root of I comma j is equal to that k value we are taken. Okay. So sum is equal to P of I. So initially you take that P of I. So for S is equal to I plus 1 to j. So this sum value you have to take. Okay. So now min val plus the sum. Okay. The sum is nothing but we are given, no, that is P of that's PS, that is S is equal to 1 to 3. So that we are taken here. So here that is we are finding only the minimum value. So after finding the minimum value, then you have to consider that is min val plus sum. Okay. So why we are not added the sum here? So what happen if you are having the k value is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So all the k value 1, 2, 3 and 4, the probability will be same. Okay. So we can find the minimum value. So after finding the minimum value, finally we are adding the sum here. Okay. So if you want, you can add it here also. We can reduce this lines. So and then we have to take that is C of 1 comma n. Then we have to make the root. Okay. So the algorithm is very simple. So we have to make that is the 4 initialization, C of I comma I minus 1, C of I comma I, R of I comma I, and C of n plus 1 comma n. This is for the initial table. Okay. and then we have to consider, because we have to, after initializing what we are doing, so after initializing, so this one is initialized, this one is initialized, so we have to consider only this part. Okay, so this will be starting from 1 to 2. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4, that's all. And then 1 to 3, and then 1 to 4. Okay, so the I value will be 1 to, only we are starting from this 2. Okay, so 1 to n minus 1, that is the D value, and I value will be 1 to n minus the D you have to consider, don't take it as the J. Okay, so now J is equal to I plus D. Now I value we are having, J value we are having. Using this I and J, so we can able to consider the K value, find the min value, find the root of the root table, then the sum, finally you can print the result. Okay, so now return C of 1 comma n, so this will be written the average number of comparisons it will return. So this R will be, that is the root table. Okay, that is we are constructing the tree. Okay, so now one example I solved. So now I given one more example. So here, that is we are given the object, that is 1 2 3 4. For the keys they are given 10 20 30. The key should be in the ascending order. Okay, from smallest to the highest. So here we are given the frequency. Okay, so now I not solved, but I given the final result. Okay, so the diagonal will be 0, and then here we are having 4 2 6 3, 4 2 6 3. Okay, so now we have to identify this, that 1 2 2 3, and then 3 4, then 1 3, and 2 4, then 1 4. Okay, so this will be the table, root table we are taken, that is 1 2 3, and then 4, that is 1 2 3, and then 4. Okay, after that we can consider, because this is the object, means which object we can able to make the root table. Okay, so that we can specify. Okay, so now what happened here, that is we are having 1 to 4, we are having the value 3 now. So 3 we are having here. Okay, 1 to 4 we are having 3. So in the 3, what value we are having, we are having the value 30. So 30 will be in the root table. So if you are having this 3, left side what will comes, it will be 1 comma 2. Okay, so we have to identify, that is 1 comma 2. In the 1 comma 2, what value we are having, we are having the value 1. So for that 1, the data will be 10. Okay, so the data, if you have written 10, means obviously the 2 will be in the right hand side. So this will be 40. Okay, so here whenever it is specified in the root, no, so don't take this value, that is 10 20 30 40, because the root table you are taken, that is the object number 1 2 3 4 only you are taken. So using this 1 2 3 4 value only, we have to construct the tree. But whenever if you written 3 4 1 and 2, so we can, that value we can identify from here. If 3 means the key value will be 30, if 4 means it will be 40, 1 means it will be 10. So that we can write it here. Here we are having 3 1 2 4. 3 it will be 30, 1 it will be 10, 4 it will be 40, and 2 it will be 20. Okay, so now again we have to construct the optimal binary search tree for the set A1 A2 A3 A4. Here we are having cout float if while. Okay, so with the probability, this one probability they are given. So using the probability, you make the root table, that is 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then using that you can make the optimal binary search tree. Okay, so the optimal binary search tree is used for implement in the dictionary part, a set of elements with the operations, that is if you want to search or insert or delete. Okay, so that will be more applicable for the implementation of the dictionary. Okay, so optimal binary search tree using the dynamic programming. So I think it's very clear. Okay, that's all. So next we are having knapsack problem and memory functions using the dynamic programming. So that we'll do it in the next video.